Okay, so you guys remember this windmill we found a while back? Well, the reason why I wanted to cut Pastel, and the reason why the power had to be at least at 4 million. And there's actually wandering illagers here now. We're just going to leave him down there. Now then. There wasn't last time we were here, but there is now, at least one. There he is. But now he's dead, so we don't gotta worry about him. Anyway, we won't have to worry about him when we save this. So, what we are going to do is pick a corner. This corner over here. Hold G. Go to the cut. I'm gonna shift right click. Then we're gonna walk all the way over here. To this corner here. Grab us some building blocks. Build up. Not quite yet. That looks about right. So then we right click. And as you can see, we get the whole border, we get this whole thing in our camera. Now, hold G, go up to paste, stay on cut, and just simply cut it out. As you can see, it's slowly removing it. And yes, there is a wandering trader there. Or I mean an illager, sorry. Or pillager, or whatever you want to call him. I'm not worried about it. As you can see, we're not going to be here very long. It just simply removes the whole thing. Can't shoot what he can't hit. And even though it's removing it, with him, why it removes the rest of the way? He's dead now. And as you can see, while it was doing that, it removed the entire thing. Everything but what it couldn't remove, which was the doors and the banners. So we're just going to go back home, which if you remember quickly, we just hit the /home command, or we can walk home. So I'll meet you back over there and show you what to do when it's over there. Alrighty guys, so once you have your spot picked, simply switch to paste. Before pasting, hit H to anchor it to a point. I'm going to anchor it here. And go to the settings menu. Just see where it's placing it. Warning, do not do this. It will void the items in your that you cut out. It will void the entire thing. So do not use this tool. Ignore this. He does make note of this in the tool. I didn't see it till after I did it. If you want to use one of the building actions to copy this, use the copy paster. Copy it with the copy setting, tear it down by hand, and paste it. Alrighty guys, so if you remember, I made crushing wheels a while ago. Well, we are going to need those. And I do believe we have some chutes left. We do. Alrighty, here I'm just finding resources, so I'll bring you guys back in a sec once I get everything I need. I did build something instead because it did void that and I didn't feel like going into the game files. So you'll see it here in a second. I will do a tour of it next episode so you can see exactly what I built. But right there, that is what I built in the distance. You can see it is pretty nice. I kind of like it. Let me know what you guys think of it. And we'll just do a walk around here while I'm looking at it. And I think it looks nice. Now, I'm going to bring you guys back so you guys can see what Alright guys, so what I did here was I made a starter crusher, also we can crush up some obsidian. That is just a barrel, 2 chutes connected to this water wheel by a chain drive. The chain drive will pass between the two, as you can see right here, into gearboxes, allowing the crushing wheels to go in 2 different directions. It's not fast, but it works for starter crushing wheel. And we just plop what we want to crush into the barrel. It'll drop through the chute into the crushing wheel, through the other chute when it's done, and down into the barrel. As you can see, we're crushing some obsidian. This is so we can get these flux networks. While you're doing it, I'll give you the tour. There's the water wheels providing power. Running up through here with a little bit more water wheels. I'm probably going to cover those water wheels up. Here I set up a charging station so I can charge the tools. That will change here shortly, next episode actually. And I found a codex entry, which is Rern, which actually unlocks it for the one. Those cells I had in my, which actually unlocks it for the spell book. Runs for the spells for the spell book. Now, as you probably saw there, I did have cells in my inventory, and that is because I am going to upgrade this building. I am going to put a couple more windmills on it. So I will probably go do that. So that way it has 4 instead of 2, supplying me with way more power. So give me a minute, I'll bring you back, and we'll be good to go. Alrighty guys, so we're going to put this gold on here, where underneath this Tesla coil. This is the charging station we're using for our tools. I moved it over here. If you put gold under a Tesla coil in a depot, it will actually become electrum. 1 electrum for 1 gold ingot. We will need this and that crushed obsidian that I had in my hand earlier to create an item from Flux Networks. We will need this, as next episode I do plan on setting up a Flux Network to finish up our power solution here. So anyway, I also set up a crusher right here. It's a temporary crusher, it will be going away, but as you can see there's the powdered obsidian, which again is garnered from crushed obsidian, and an electrum, and it's an equal ratio. 1 electrum and 1 powdered obsidian will give us 2 flux dust, which is one of the main components in Flux Network. So we're just going to make a bit more here, using that last electrum we created real quick. And next episode, I'll try to go to the end, and the problem will be solved there, as we do need to go to the end in order to get into Flux Networks fully. You'll see why here in a second. As you can see, whenever you make powdered obsidian, there is a chance to get obsidian back. So we're just going to throw it back in there and go through the powdered obsidian again and repeat this process on a loop until the obsidian is gone. Now, if you look in here, there's a bunch of different stuff. By pressing, as you can see, we do need the Celestial Gem, and this is why we need to go to the end, as we have to get into the Shadow Pulse goo here, or the Void Shimmer goo, I believe is which one is this. And it's going to require this stuff here, which you have to get from the end. Eyes of Ender, you need your own Blaze goo, yep. I believe. And so, in order to craft it, we can easily craft the Ender Pulses. I did hunt some Endermen, but in order to craft it past the Eyes of Ender, is most of that we have to get from the end. It requires Coarse Fruit, which we could get without going to the end, but to get the Celestial Gem, we have to get the Dragon's Breath. That's really where we have to go to the end. Is, as you can see, it is Void Shimmer, not Shadow Pulse. Shadow Pulse is the last one. Sorry, Void Shimmer here. It requires Echo Ingots there, Obsidian. There we go, there it is. As you can see, we do need these Dragon's Breath and buckets. So the Eyes of Ender here can be really easy, but these chromium ingots are really easy to get your hands on with Dragon's Breath. As you see, we need 2 buckets of it, but you can only get them, but not by squirting. You can get it with the glass bottles of Dragon's Breath, but that's 4 a bucket. It's 250 ml bucket, which means we're going to need 8 bottles. However, I'm just going to make a stack of bottles, as we're going to need quite a few of them. So, but these chromium ingots are actually pretty easy. It's just polished rose quartz. We're going to spout lava on it, and popped Chorus Fruit, which we can also get from the end. But we can also end later on by using one of those Dragon's buckets. I'm going to get enough for 3 buckets at least, and I'll show you how we can make these out having the name there. Now that we've gone into Flux Networks, we have power. Like I said, I'm probably going to put a 3rd winning cell, a smaller one. Now then, how are we going to get to the end? Well, first we're going to need a ritual brazier here. Oh, not a relay, just a brazier. That's a block of sorcerum, which we have plenty of. 4 brass ingots, and one of these arcane pedestals, which if you remember how to craft, they're pretty easy to craft. The second thing we're going to need is the tablet of Locate Structure here, which is a compass, Vexing Archwood, a source gem, and a wayfinder. I have amethyst, I found it, and gold is pretty easy to get. Once we create that, we put it in a ritual brazier and feed it 12 ender pearls. Yep, so 12 ender pearls in the ritual brazier with the tablet of Locate Structure will bring us to the end, and that was a random flash, that hurt. But it is a ritual. As you can see, we got the Flux Network, so we're going to put this in here as we can't get into it until we go to the end, so we're not going to worry about it. But next episode, that's what we'll be doing, is going to the end. So, alrighty guys, let me show you this place. I have almost nothing left, but there's now 4 windmills going. The 2 bigger ones are giving me 6,000, the 2 smaller ones are giving me 4. It actually looks decently cool. I like that. And then there's now 6, 7 windmills, 7 water wheels here, feeding just enough power to feed this contraption, and almost fully feed this. I think this was running at 100 and I can't remember. Hang on, we're looking for it now, guys. This is running at. This is actually running at 256 with power left over, which is why we can still run this. After I'm done with this temporary setup, I'm going to run the draining of this power back into the system. But without that, we are now running at 307. We are running level 9 boilers, 2 of them, each giving us 147 SU, then another 6 from just over 12 there, and another just over 8 as well, for a total of just over 20 in the windmill, plus the 150 here and 150 here. We're getting 307. That is if these are connected, which I do believe they are. We've already stored 5 million. We can store a total of 10. It looks like 80 million now. Do believe these two are running together. Yes, because that is a vertical gearbox. So, yep. With that being the case, we now have 307. SU. See, we can hold 40 here, 40 here. That's a total of 80 million we can hold. And those aren't even full-size accumulators. Each of these can also hold 5K, and this can hold 40, but this doesn't matter. Each of these can hold 5K. So when we're trying to transfer some power. If we look at this from a distance, I mean, look at this thing. That is cool. And now imagine when we get into wireless power, and we can take all this power from over here and use it wherever we need it, anywhere in the world. And honestly, I might put a third steam generator back here, and maybe an accumulator on this side. A full-size one. But, we've now finished. We have the player accessor here, which will allow me to get into that. I don't think I'm going to use that as we are going to the next episode. So, but I will make it. It is a cool vlog. You can watch Chosen or Perfectus' series if you would like to see that player accessor in use. And there's just some floating grass up there. Okay, cool, weird. But anyway, this is power. Well, anyway, guys, we're gonna be going to the end next episode. Maybe doing a couple other things like extensions to power and all that. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I will see you guys next time. Please leave feedback, like, subscribe, do leave comments as I will read them. So thank you for watching, and yeah, sorry about the audio, random audio cuts, as my game didn't record some of the game audio, so I do apologize about that, and see you guys next time.